Local government elections was one of the news highlights of the year, which saw a close contestation in 3 of the country's metro councils, Tshwane, Johannesburg and Nelson Mandela Bay. The DA managed to take control from the ANC in these key metros through coalitions with other opposition parties. The loss of Nelson Mandela Bay hurt the ANC deeply, as Port Elizabeth is in the heartland of the party and home to many former ANC heavyweights. Poor service delivery and infighting in the ruling party is seen as major factors that led to a loss of support for the African National Congress. But the DA now has the daunting task of eradicating socio-economic problems faced in the metro, which include the bucket system, housing and gangsterism.
The Nelson Mandela Bay, the heartland of the ANC, and also a battleground for the ANC, DA and EFF in this year's municipal elections. The ANC has suffered significant losses in the area due to factional political battles. Leading up to the elections, the DA and other political parties capitalized on these shortfalls with key priorities like poverty alleviation, unemployment and clean and accountable governance.
This city is ready for change, the kind of change that builds houses right. Build the infrastructure, put the tar roads in, then build the houses. We say that we want to take poor people out of shacks and put them in houses.
In turn, the ANC focused on regaining the trust of voters, with the deployment of former South African Football Association President Danny Jordaan as the mayor.
The infrastructure in the city is beginning to decline, and there must be greater investment in infrastructure if we want to see economic growth in the city.
People are so hungry for the EFF here, and they appreciate some of the visibility campaigns that we're doing, such as the one that we did in this taxi rank. But what we have seen, the conditions of our people here, I am personally depressed by some of the things that I've seen.
And on election day, people came out in their numbers to cast their votes. And after hours of counting and the grueling wait for political parties, the DA clinched the highly contested metro, forming a coalition with 5 smaller parties to secure the majority. But the DA's victory was met with opposition when members of the ANC disrupted proceedings on the day of Chubb's inauguration. But even that could not dampen the celebratory mood surrounding his election.
I feel happy because I'm going to see change, which that this change can come in our metro turnaround.
What we need is a change. The only thing that we need in this metro is a change.
In an emotional speech, Cholop was inaugurated as the new mayor, citing rooting out corruption, accountability and providing ethical leadership as the top of this agenda.
Corruption is the enemy of freedom and fairness and the thief of opportunity. There will be no more erosion of municipal resources due to corruption and corrupt procurement practices. There will be no more wasting of our resources on the glitz and glamour of irrelevant public events, flashy motor cars, wasteful expenditure on cadre deployment.
The new council has a mammoth task ahead. The metro has the highest proportion of population still using the bucket system nationally. Unemployment among the metro's 1.2 million is estimated at 33%, compared with 26.6% nationally. There is, however, a faint glimmer of hope with the 4.5 billion rand doubling of the VW plant and the 670 million rand Goodyear expansion, which will create a number of jobs. It's now over 100 days since his election, and the new mayor admits that he has not fulfilled all of his goals. He also says the new municipality managed to save 200 million rand in budget cuts by banning first-class travel, saying no to new cars and halving appointee salaries. Lerato Tipa, SABC News, Port Elizabeth.